Okay, where are you? That's so you want me. Okay, keeping the. That's that, but we have two quests that are over this way. Side quests. "72 articles. Oh, I do recall borrowing a volume. Which one I cannot say. Would that I had time to read it. Truth be told, my so-called schoolmates have kept me rather preoccupied of late. Not a day goes by without them pulling some childish prank on my dear friend Theomacent. Well, I try at least. Do what I can to see their plans come to naught. To know they will move on to become clergymen, or even prelates. We live in a truly unjust world. Pray you keep your voice down when inside this glassed cave. You're studying the 72 articles as well? I suppose that makes one of us. I require volume 4, but is yet to be returned. It outlines the canon laws of the Ishgard Orthodoxy. In truth, these books are all rather dense, especially after the 11th volume. You must memorize the teachings of the 4th to set a foundation for everything that follows. Lee was the last to borrow it as far as I know, but he's been so busy of late. Something about helping children being bullied. If he's truly so busy, I wish you would at least return the book to us. You find volume 10 lying on the table. A lowborn stumbles into the Slaskicate and thinks himself qualified to study Orthodox doctrine. How droll. Our facilities are reserved for those who have potential, like myself. I'll have you know that I'm working through the final volume of the 72 articles. A simpleton like you could spend a lifetime in study and fail to comprehend a single word, I expect. But don't let me dissuade you. Start with volume 1 and mull over the first few pages for a year or so. You deserved more of that. Six on the shelf. Just the way you paw at the shelf. You find a listing for volumes 1 through 9 on the shelf, however volumes 4 and 6 appear to be missing. 6 is elsewhere. And then you. No, pardon me. 72 articles? Ah yes, I've been poring over volumes 12 and 13. Subject matter is quite dense, hardly something that could be handled in a single sitting. If you have need, I could bear to part with them for a short while. No? I see. In that case, I shall continue my studies. So those are those done. Those are just turn-ins. Besides that, this way. Yeah, yes, I'm here, Itha. Beg your pardon, but do I know you, sir? I know this smell. This is the wine that girl used to prepare. Special recipe. It must be decades since I last tasted this. Oh, the poor dear. Such a shame that she was taken in by that Baron. Cut a dashing figure, I'll grant you that. Tall, slender, long of year. But those dazzling ruby's eyes of his were filled with lust. It was not more than infatuation what she felt, but she convinced herself it was love. He couldn't help but take advantage. But when her belly started to grow, gods, the scandal. I mean, 'tis not an uncommon occurrence, but it was with a cure. Made it so much... Well, I needn't tell you. She was discharged from his service, cast out onto the streets, like so much refuse. After she returned to the broom, we drifted apart. Finally learned of her death years later, by chance. Was Gibralon? Let's work on handing these in, and then we'll figure out where the hell Gibralon is. Oh, that's the barkeep, right? So, what did you find at the end of the trail? A young girl, you say? No doubt she's the thief from the broom I've heard so much about. Can't imagine the pain she must feel, alone in the world at a time such as this. My hat goes out to her. It truly does. But stealing is simply inexcusable. If she's as clever as people claim her to be, she'll know not to try something so foolish again. Junk money. Back from the Scholasticate. Good. So, which volume are they missing? No, I'm fairly certain they have a copy of that volume. Seem to have forgotten the missing volume number. Review your quest for question in the journal and speak with Maddie again. Oh, bloody hell. Volumes 1 to 9, 4 and 6 are missing, but you find 6. You find 10, 12 and 13. Forgotten which one. Volume 4. So, 11? No, volume 11. Yes, that's it. I remember now. Phew, my business and reputation are safe thanks to you. As I'm sure you can imagine, falling out of their good graces would bode ill for the business. The Scholasticate is the cornerstone of education within the church, and all members of the clergy must pass through its doors. But a word from the headmistress, I could lose everything I own, or worse. But thanks to you, my good sir, my business is safe. You've helped me more than you'll ever know. We're getting close enough to something. You can pretty much get most of the way through Heavensward on 130 gear. 9 eye levels is not that big a deal. So that is Forgotten Night. Okay, Gib. What's up, Gibralon? So, the amorous nobleman beds his maidservant, then casts her aside when the seed takes root? Not the most original tale, is it? Cold comfort for the men and women and children who lived it, though. Even the penitent can appreciate wine from time to time. Take Aldio, for example. Surely you've heard of him, no? He's a monk who offers succor to the poorest of the poor in the broom. A man of many vows, but none which prohibit spirituous beverages. Why, if ever there's a man who deserves a drink, it'd be him. Sup? Lone's blessings be upon you, sir. A gift? From me? Yeah, take some mulled wine. Here, it's tasty. Scent. Oh, reminiscent of a wine once made by a dear old friend. May her soul rest in peace. Forsaken by her family, she toiled tirelessly to feed and clothe her child. Somehow she found time to help me tend to those in even worse circumstances. So compassionate she was, so full of love for her fellow man. It was that love which gave her child strength to endure the scorn of the other younglings. That little girl, bless her heart, she couldn't help what she was. Eventually she won them over. Those first few years were trying, even more so when she had to start fending for herself. From her days she spent standing on the walls, raven black hair flowing in the wind, staring out, as if searching for her mother's face in the mists. Back to Gibralon. We just keep finding out bits and pieces about this girl. She was a remarkable woman, Archon. After everything she was forced to endure, she still remained hopeful for the future, for her daughter's future. Some bonds are thicker than blood, but blood still defines us, and divides us in the end. It's the legacy of our parents, Archon, and we can't escape it, no matter how hard we try. So the mongrel and her pups choose to embrace theirs, to proclaim it to all and sundry. If you can understand that, then maybe you can find her on your own. Still looking for your mongrel? Like I said before, take your pick. Plenty around if you know where to look. Or did you fancy someone specific? Looking for a mongrel with ruby red eyes and raven black hair. Oh, someone's got unusual tastes. Afraid I can't help you though. Well, rather, it's bloody obvious you ain't of the broom. Did you think I'd just tell you because you asked nicely? Oh, we're going to Elfie for help now? We're doomed. Now herein lies the question, which happens first? We break 70, or we finish 3.0? Have you made any progress, Archon? So our mongrel was born of an Elizan nobleman and a Huron maidservant. Granted, it is no location, but it's far more information than we had before. Yes, no other striking figures are known to us. Mayhap we only need to remain vigilant. There must be a way we can draw the Mongol out into the open. Mayhap we should discuss this with Tataru. Speaking of which, where is Tataru? She... Oh, confound it. She went below to make inquiries of her own, didn't she? We must find her quickly, Archon. Level premonitions is not going to end well. I have more trust in her going off on her own than you, honestly. Cast your gaze over the streets below, but see no sign of Tataru. Where the hell are you? Ah. She must be around here somewhere. I take it you've had no luck either? I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. Wait, down there. Isn't that Tataru? Those men are chasing her. Quickly, Archon, after them.
Where do you think you're going, Missy?
Oh, voice cutscene.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend.
What's going on here?
What's it to you, boy? Piss off.
Hold on. I've seen them around. They're in and out of House Four Tom's Manor all the time.
Oh, I see. Skulking about at your highborn master's bidding, eh? Bloodhounds hoping to catch a whiff of heresy, is that it?
You are quite mistaken, I assure you. We came here to help. And if you know what's good for you, you will let us pass.
Haha! Listen to the pups yapping. Come here, boy. I'll give you cause to yelp.
Enough! Leave threatening women and children to our betters. We don't have the knack.
Hilda!
Yes.
Lay a finger on the Blue Blood's pups, and you're like to lose the hand. And often I get called on by glorious heroes like yourself. So tell me, what have I done to deserve you?
No. Are we jumping out of that? Are we done with the voice cutscene already? I think we found our mongrel, though. Before you start, let's go somewhere a bit more private, eh? Forgotten Nights, eh? I cannot get her voice at all. Good lord. It's like brusque, but still very feminine, and it's a very interesting and difficult to really... Hell am I? Oh, I know where I am now. Okay. Ah, one of these. Solo duty.
So, while you're on your way to kill Nidhogg, you stumbled on some dirty secrets that the Holy See has been hiding for centuries.
Yep, basically.
Eh? What are they on about?
Church kind of butt heads, guys.
The High Houses. And what makes a nobleman so bleeding noble? They trace their blood back to King Thordan and his Knights 12, the founders of Ishgard. But our friends here reckon we're all descended from the heroes of Eld. Highborn and lowborn alike. And so Sir Emmerich, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, has gone to ask the Archbishop if he wouldn't mind letting everyone know.
I think he might have some opposition.
Is he simple? The old bastard will have him executed for heresy.
Wow! Seems to me that's what the good sir wants. Seems he thinks a noble sacrifice will serve to prove his claims.
We cannot stand idly by and allow Sir Emmerich to do this. Ishgard has need of him.
Look, you've a good heart, I can see that. Willing to risk your neck for someone else even when his troubles ain't yours. But what's this got to do with me?
If Sir Emmerich is imprisoned in the vault, we will need all the help we can muster to breach their defenses and rescue him.
What in the hell's...
That was my reaction exactly, Hilda. Carl! It kills people.
Ah, the unmistakable scent of heresy.
Yes, you would be able to smell yourself rather well, wouldn't you?
And what do we have here? The honored guests of House Fortom consorting with the Queen of Rats. Ooh, plotting insurrection, I shouldn't wonder. That won't do. Sickness is wont to fester and spread. It must be burnt out ere the infection takes hold.
word is pronounced won't.
I reckon Sir'd be happy to wield the irons himself. Well, so happens I've got irons of my own.
That's cheating.
Such simple creatures, rats. Certain to attack when cornered.
Can I punch
Let
him in the
us step
face yet?
outside, milady. In here, your toys could hurt someone.
You wanna move, buddy?
You disgust me.
Deal with this little butt over here.
Bear witness! Malone, guide my sword! Filthy rats!
This one's always a pain in the butt. Because of all these damn AoEs he drops. I want to deal with you. Oh, did you have a shield up of some kind? Oh, they must have taken him down. Okay.
There's no denying your gifts. A well-deserved reputation indeed.
Hello.
Enough!
Mario? That was quite the jump. See, even a dragoon.
Lucky bastard.
Nay, 'tis we who are lucky. Had we fought on, 'twas but a matter of time before our conflict claimed the life of an innocent bystander.
I thought the Heavensward might come here as well.
They came to the Temple Knights' headquarters.
Aye. Sir Grinno announced that the Lord Commander had been imprisoned under suspicion of heresy, and that the Heavensward had been granted full authority in his stead.
Then the Heavensward now commands the Temple Knights.
Those still loyal to Sir Emmerich answer to me. Alas, that amounts to but half our number. The other half, who opposed his promotion to Lord Commander, have gathered at the vault as ordered.
Yay.
Bolstering the guard already, eh? If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were expected.
I take it you're in charge around here?
Hilda. And yes, the young master was just persuading me to join his lost cause. Convincing little beggar, isn't he? Your passion moved me. A bit. That, and the fact that we're sick of living off the leavings of our betters. If you've a mind to change things around here, then we've a mind to join you.
Oh, so you're gonna help me then? Let me guess. You're wondering why I chose the mongrel, yes? Because that's what I am, and I'm not ashamed of it. Not anymore. Besides, even my pure-blood pups have more in common with me than the lords and ladies up on high. They none of them are well-bred. Else, some of them mothers were cast out after a spot of fun, same as mine. Story as old as time, and one we're sick of hearing, which is why we took up arms. Not that we mean to hold all the blue bloods to account. Some have done right by us, I'll allow, like them in Lord and House Hell and all. But enough talk. Your friend's still rotting in a cell. Let's not keep him waiting.